I think we're all familiar with the lore, myth, and legends about a veil separating the world of the spirits from the world of the humans. And we're told that at different times, different locations, that this veil is thinner. Places like crossroads where two roads intersect. Places like doorways where you're between one room and another room. Or like stairwells when you're between one floor and the next. You are in between places. Then this is said to be a place where the veil is the thinnest. We're also told that there are certain times when the veil is thin, like at midnight when we're between one day and the next day. Now, there's some weird thing that's come up recently about 3 o'clock in the morning is a time when the veil is the thinnest, and I don't really get where that come from. Maybe it's because Hollywood likes to do a lot of supernatural movies, and when it's 3 a.m. on one coast, it's midnight on the other. I don't know. I don't get the 3 a.m., but I get the midnight. And we're also told that at certain times of the year, like Samhain, Halloween, or Walpurgisnacht, these are times of the year when the veil between the worlds is the thinnest, and it's a good time for connecting with spirits, for connecting with ancestors, and doing a lot of this spiritual work. And we know that we can set up certain places to intentionally have the veil thinner, like when we're doing ritual or seances, when we're purposefully calling in spirits and the gods. We set up a situation where the veil between our worlds is the thinnest. But what if I were to forward a preposterous notion that there is no veil, that there never was a veil separating these two worlds, that this is a concept that we've bought into to help us stay separated from the spiritual world? It's a way that we can create a buffer of protection between us and them. And I know we want to believe that there is some sort of separation between the natural world and the supernatural world, but there's no difference. They're one and the same. We hear this whole thing about we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and I'm going to challenge that and tell you that we are spiritual and physical beings having a dynamic experience. We are both natural and supernatural. We exist in a world where there are elementals, where there are spiritual beings, where there are astral entities coexisting with us on a day-to-day natural basis. But what makes the veil thinnest and thinner is our own consciousness, our own perceptions, the things that we're willing to tune into and the things that we want to tune away from so that we're not aware of them, so that we feel that they're no longer affecting us. And we can do this most of the time unintentionally by saying, nope, 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 I'm at work. This is a place where they don't bother me. There's no spirits here. Or we do it unintentionally when we go to a place that seems a little bit spooky. We're like, I can feel something here. What is this? What is this? But I want to tell you, we live in a world surrounded by paranormal beings all the time. They are interacting with us on a daily basis. Most of the time, this interaction is so subtle and so commonplace, we don't even know that we're having a paranormal experience just because it's there all the time. We don't realize it. And what I want to impress upon you with this is that you are in control of the energetic environment you keep, both internally and externally, which means you are in control of the veil that is around you. You are in control of the type of interaction you have with the beings around you. And I do want to empower you to step up, to take charge of your energetic environment. You do this by maintaining higher emotional states, by not letting yourself get bogged down by negativity and not being pulled into fear states or stress states. These are states that will help keep potentially negative entities around you. But if you're in a higher state and you're in a more positive state and you're working on your spiritual practice, the veil is not going to be any thinner or thicker than it ever really is, but you're going to be more in tune with forces and beings that are going to be more beneficial to you. And as you take charge of your energetic environment internally and externally, you are then in charge of your perception of the veil, how thick or how thin it is around you. If you're not in the mood to contact spiritual beings or work with spiritual beings, make that veil thick. If you're in a place where you're in a meditative space and you want to connect and you want to get some advice and some clarity, you can tune in and make that veil thinner. So really what I want to impress upon you with this video is that there is no veil separating the supernatural world from the natural world. They are one and the same. The paranormal is a normal part of our lives, whether we want to admit or not. And you have the ability to control the level of interaction that you have with these subtle beings and astral entities. Now, if this information has been beneficial to you and you want to learn more, follow the link. You'll find me over there, and we can go a bit deeper into this working. And if you know other people that will benefit from this information, please feel free to like and share this video so that other people can tap into the benefits that you're gaining from this. Hail, and thank you.